Hello once again, this is Brother Teacher with another instructional video for primarily the beginner or novice, but it can and may be beneficial to all, especially those who have not trained in the martial arts for quite some time. Now, you notice that I don't have on my uniform top. There's a reason behind that. First of all, I want you to see that I'm not obese and that I'm not overweight. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side. You can tell. All right. Now, also, I'm going to demonstrate on a basic level how to put on a karate jacket. I have the pants on already. Okay. Putting the sleeve on and the other side. Shake it out. A lot of times when you have your karate uniform on, it looks rather deceiving. It looks like you are bigger than what you are. So you saw me without it on. Okay, so we're going to wrap one side, cross the other side and or lapel. Now I'm not going to tie the little strings. I would hope that you would know that those tie on the opposite side of the uniform. So I'm going to hold my belt in front of me like so. Start from the front, wrap around the back. Should be approximately the same length. One part of the belt goes on top of the other and under both straps, if you will. We want to center it, pull it taut or tight, make a knot, pull it diagonally. There we go. And we're ready. Now, ho hop. That's the breath. Now, typically I would have this symbol on the outside. Just for the sake of the video, let me take it off and do that. Since it has one, we'll go this way. It's not my intention to hold you long. Just to go over some basic things that you should know if you're studying martial arts, especially the karate side of it. Now, that's better. Now, ho hop, we're going to breathe. We are going to go through some upper body exercises for the most part. And for those of you that are not studying martial arts per se and would like to have some exercises that you can do at home alone or with a family member or so, feel free to do so. Okay, if it moves, you must use it. Talking about the human body. So let's start with the first thing, our head. Now, take my glasses off for a moment. Your head is connected to your neck, and your neck sits on top of your shoulders. So we want to rotate our head, circular fashion. Like so. Do this several times, and we want to go the opposite way. Just let it lie down. And rotate. Next thing, exercise again for the neck. It's going to be two other exercises. We're going to put the chin on the chest, and we're going to rotate our head backwards. Down. That's the second exercise. The third and last or final exercise is going to be to lay your head down like so on both sides. Here. Lay your head down on both sides, keeping your shoulders still. I'm going to add an additional exercise. We're going to rotate our head to the left and then to the right. Here, as far as you can turn it, keeping the chest forward. Here and there. Now, you can decide how many of these exercises each you want to do. I will not be able to do that because of time constraints. I just am here to demonstrate these exercises for you right now. These are the exercises that I do and that I also teach my students for warming up. Now, also, we want to exercise our waist and our side where our ribs are. So we're going to bend our arm like this. This is my left arm in this instance. Tilting over to the side. Take your time at first. You can pick it up as you progress. Other side. These are side bends, if you will. Here. Other side. Don't forget what I said. If it moves, you must move it. Now, that's that exercise, side bends. Now we want to turn the trunk around, keeping your hips forward for the most part. Arms are going to be bent like so. We're going to rotate at the waist, turning the trunk of the body. And I think you have this exercise. All right? That's one exercise. The next exercise we're going to execute or do, put your hands on your hips and rotate your shoulders, going backwards. Stop, go forward, here, and stop. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our left arm, bring it all the way to our right, keeping our trunk of our body forward. Take your right arm and push back at the shoulder. Go in this direction, that direction there, here. Do the same thing with the other side of the body. Right arm is out. Take your left arm underneath where your tricep is and push backwards this way. Stretching the shoulders. Okay, again, ho hop. Next exercise we're going to execute or do is what I call over-unders. This here, like so. We are developing those small muscles in our upper body that we ordinarily don't exercise in this way. Stop. Now, that's the over-unders. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to be the circles, going backwards. So we're going to go here, crossing at the wrist, like so, going backwards. These are the exercises that I do with my students. They know these when they see me doing this on this video. You pick it up for the shoulders again and stop. Then we're going to do the opposite. We must always be balanced in our training. Pick it up and stop. Ho hop. Arms out to the side. We're going to do arm circles going forward. Stop and reverse. Going backward. And stop again. Ho hop. Now we're going to do what we call chain breakers. The way we're going to execute these chain breakers is going to be military style until we get to the number 10. In other words, it will be 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. That's how you execute the technique. Now, I'm going to go all the way to 10 for you. And you follow along with me. I just gave you the example. So we're going to start here. In this instance, I'm going to do all 10. When I say begin, you go. Begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. The last one had an inflection in my voice. I got louder, which lets the student know that that's the last one coming up. Ho hop. Now, those are some upper body exercises. Now we're going to do a similar military exercise, not in the way in which it's done, but the way in which we count. So we're going to go this way. We're going to go in a circle, 4 different movements. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way until you get to the number 10. Now, if you want to do more than that, depending on what your present state of health is, feel free to do that. But stay within your present state of health. If you haven't done exercises in a while, don't do too much at the first session, but make sure that you do enough to tax yourself a bit. You want to be tired. You want to perspire a little bit, some of us. You want to feel a little fatigue, which lets you know that you have done something. It's not supposed to be super easy. Okay, whole hop again. Now that exercise that I just concluded, you can do that on your own. I'm not going to do the whole 10. Now the next exercise I'm going to give to you is going to be squats. And I'm sure you know what a squat is. You bend at the knees, standing straight, feet shoulder width apart. This is shoulder width. When I put my hands here and my hands go straight down, my feet should be right beneath them. That's shoulder width. Shoulder width is how you ordinarily walk. You don't walk with your legs real wide. That's something else. You walk this way. Okay? Everyone got that? Now, point your hands out in front of you. When you come up, that constitutes 1 count, 2, until you decide when you want to stop. So you're going to go down, back up, 1, down, back up, 2, down, up, 3, and so forth. You can do 10 if you're a beginner, 20, or as many as you feel that you're able to do comfortably. Now, when you're doing squats, you are load bearing. You're carrying the trunk of your body already as you're standing up normal. But when you squat, you're putting stress on your thigh muscles, your quadriceps, okay? Your thigh muscles are being engaged. So you're going to be sore the next day. Don't think of that as something strange, because it's not. It's the result of you doing the exercise, and perhaps something that you have not done before or in a while. Understand that. Ho-ha. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to finish our blocks that we started in the first and second video prior to this one. Now, I stopped with the X block in part 2 of that introduction. So, one block that I did not show you from the karate side of things is the rising head block. So we're going to start at Chun-bi. Here, that's Chun-bi. Right hand, knuckle towards the left earlobe. And we're going to raise our arm here, turning up here. Your arm should never be square or flat like this. It should be at an angle, like so. From here, Chun-bi, I'll step back a little bit. This hand comes here. Take your time. You can always watch this video again. And you want to protect the center as your arm is rising. It crosses the hand that's in front of the arm up. Notice that my palm is facing away. Anytime someone attacks you here, top of the crown of your head, you are deflecting it or blocking it. Okay, Chun-bi, here. This is the preparatory. That's the execution of the first technique. Now, since this arm is already up, this arm is going to come down and across you, and it's going to replace your left arm. So it's going to roll up here, up here. This one's going to go down. It's going to roll up and here. Down and here. Down and here. Your forearm should be across. Okay, down and here. Down and here. Now, we'll pick the speed up. We will exhale now. Now we will add the ki or the kiya. Oi! 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 Chung beat. That's the rising head block. Now, even though I'm wearing a karate uniform, I'm not going to keep switching uniforms. I've studied more than one discipline. I'm going to demonstrate some Kung Fu blocks from Wing Chun, or deflections, if you will. The first thing I'm going to do is going to be Pak Sao. Pak Sao is a slap block. It doesn't matter if you look like the textbook. This is typically what you will see done with Pak Sao, a block like this, especially in the book. But Pak Sao is here. That's a slap, or like this, slap. It can be done downward as long as it looks like a slap. It is a slap block that we call Pak Sao, slap block. Punch comes, that's a slap block. Okay, so here's Pak Sao. I'm going to execute Pak Sao this way, there. This hand is going to retract towards my hip as this hand is, and I'm going to come across to my shoulder just like so. This is Pak Sao, okay, slap block. Now I'm going to modify it a little bit for the street. That's Pak Sao as well, slap block. If something comes down in terms of a technique and someone is striking you down, kicking at you, that's a slap block. That's a slap block. That's still Pak Sao, like a slap bracelet, if you recall those. A slap block, Pak Sao. Now, just to demonstrate a punch with Pak Sao again, I'm going to execute Chung Choi, which is a sun fist or vertical fist, like this. I'm not going to get elaborate with it. I'm going to do that in conjunction with Pak Sao. So a punch is coming towards me, I remove it, and I punch underneath. That's Chung Choi. Done together, they're called Pak Dar. Pak Dar. Some like to say Pak Da, but it's Pak Dar. Okay? Slap block and punch underneath. It's also done slap block, punch over as well. But in this particular demonstration, it's here. Okay? They're done together in this demonstration. Here, 1. Opposite side, 2. Here, modify. This is not going to look this cute, textbook in a street situation, in a fight. You're not going to block anybody like this. It's going to be more like this because of the energy that your opponent is using against you and the speed, okay, and the unorthodox way in which they attack as well. So this is more appropriate. Here, move it out your way, you attack, move it out your way, you attack. Okay, done together. 1, 2. This is a training exercise. Make sure that when you slap block, in this particular instance, that you push that technique coming towards you over towards your shoulder. You don't want to stop here because that person is going to end up hitting you. Here, towards the shoulder, my body's not there. There's nothing to block. I stop at my shoulder for this exercise. Here. In a street fight, it's going to be here. More like that, okay? And punch. So let's do it the textbook way. 1, 2, like so. You get it? Real time, like so. Here, like so. Street, here. Hope you got it. That's Pak Sao, slap block. The next block I'm going to do is going to be Bung Sao. Bung Sao is a elbow up block. Some people call it a wing block. It's done this way, as if your hand is dipping into some water. Here, like a waterfall. Okay, that is a deflection. Okay, now you want to protect your center as you block or deflect. So your center hand should always be there. In most instances, we can't always predict how a situation is going to present itself. But in most instances, you you bung out here and there. This hand is back here. This is your Wu Sao, we call it. That's your defensive hand, right? That's the hand that guards the center while the other hand is away. Looks like this. You should always have a hand here towards the center while the other hand is attacking or defending, whatever the case is. And they replace one another, provided you have two arms. Okay, so if I punch, the other hand is back here protecting my center now. Okay, that's Wu Sao. Now, here is Bong Sao. I'm going to pivot a little bit here, and I'm going to pivot the other way here, here, here. Stop. Ho hop. And what you are doing is capturing your opponent's energy coming towards you as he's coming forward. I'll do this in a future video again with you. I've done videos in time past with the same block, but these are present day. So when the opponent is attacking you, as you make contact with their arm, you're rolling their energy away from your center. So if I'm standing here and you come, I'm deflecting or redirecting your technique here. We'll get into the combinations later, but right here, I'm rotating. Here, I'm rotating. This is just an exercise, okay? All right. I hope you have that. The next block or deflection we're going to execute is going to be Tan Sao. Tan Sao is a palm up block. It's here. Don't forget to stay inside the square. Your body is here, not out here. Defend what's here, not what's outside, because there's nothing to defend. I'm standing here. So where my shoulders end, my opponent's targets end as well. So if he attacks me, hand here, understand, comprehend that the techniques in Wing Chun are not defensive, they're actually offensive. And this is especially true with your blocks. So if someone attacks you and you execute Tan Sao, you're not just simply blocking. You're entering that person. Okay, you move forward and you execute your attacks from there. Okay, so they punch again. You don't just block or block. You don't just do that. You block and attack as well. You are becoming aggressive after their attack. You see, you never know when a person is going to stop their attack. So if someone were to attack me right now and all I'm doing is blocking, I missed possibly an opportunity to attack them and stop them completely by continuing to block and then backing away. You don't want to back away, especially if you're not familiar with the surroundings. You may trip over something. Someone may be behind you. So you want to take the aggressive role, the preemptive role a lot of times. So if I'm standing here, even though this is a training scenario, and someone comes forward with a punch, let's say with their right hand here, I move forward Tan Sao, and I begin to launch my attacks from there. I hope you comprehend that. As I said before, watch the video several times if you need to understand it better. If you have any questions, comment section below, send me an email, ask me to do another video on a particular concern that you may have. Okay, so Tan Sao again is done this way. This is going to be my center hand. This is Tan Sao. There. This is how it looks from the side. It's here. Here. This is Tan Sao. And the reason you see me shuffling my hand forward like this is because this is the attacking aspect of Tan Sao, the block, if you will. I move forward with it. And I control, such as Lap Sao, or even using Bong Sao. They punch again, Tan Sao back. So this is Tan Sao. A similar technique, opposite, will be Gong Sao. Here, outward, downward block, if you will. This is Gong Sao. I'm going to go here first. You don't go this way as you do with a traditional karate block in Wing Chun. It goes down, down. It intersects the individual's technique. In this particular instance, let's say it's a downward punch towards my groin area. Gong Sao here, or a kick, Gong Sao here. And someone might say, well, brother teacher, why wasn't your hands up when you just did that? I'm demonstrating that technique, not so much the defensive posture in this particular instance. So if I said this is Gonçal, then I expect you to pay attention to that particular technique more specifically. So here, Gonçal, back up, Gonçal with my right hand, down. Comes down the center and reaches the outside. Here, comes down the center, reaches the outside. Looks like this from the side. Here. And ho hop. Now, we have done Tan Sao, Pak Sao, Bong Sao, and Gon Sao. Those four. I believe that is all that claims my attention for this particular introduction and training session. Please take notes, literally. Get yourself a journal, record what you do from day to day, and even the things that you eat from day to day, so that you can keep track of your progress as it relates to your diet, your weight, your present health from day to day. So I hope that this video was of great benefit to you, and I will see you in the next video. And this is Brother Teacher. Stay safe and train. I'm out.